Growing up, I always knew my sister Thelma was the family's golden child. While I was the kid who took time figuring out what I wanted to do, Thelma was the straight-A student, the overachiever, the one our parents never stopped bragging about. She went to a prestigious college, landed a high-powered job straight out of school, and worked her way up to becoming a senior manager at one of the top IT firms in our city. She had the perfect life. An expensive house in the best neighborhood, designer clothes, luxury vacations, and a salary most people could only dream of. And she made sure we all knew it. Every family gathering turned into a one-woman TED Talk about her latest bonus, promotion, or stock options. Our parents ate it up, using her as the gold standard for success. I learned to tune it out. It didn't bother me as much anymore until my wife, Libby, entered the picture. I met Libby at a tech conference 3 years ago. She was one of the most hardworking, intelligent people I'd ever met. Unlike Thelma, who had every advantage handed to her, Libby came from nothing. Her parents had immigrated from Vietnam when she was 6. They worked multiple jobs just to survive. Libby had to work through high school and college to help her family while still getting top grades and earning her degree in computer science. But what made me fall for her wasn't just her brilliance. It was her humility. She didn't need to boast about her accomplishments or put others down. She focused on lifting people up, mentoring young developers, sharing knowledge, and making sure others succeeded. We clicked instantly, bonding over our shared love for coding and problem-solving. 2 years later, we got married in a small, intimate ceremony. Nothing flashy, just us and the people who truly mattered. And Thelma? Well, she was never a fan of Libby. At first, I thought Thelma's coldness was just her usual aloofness toward strangers, but over time it became clear. She saw Libby as a threat. She never outright insulted her, but her passive-aggressive jabs said it all. "It's cute that you work at a startup. You should apply for a junior position at my company if you want to do actual important work." Every time Libby shared a work achievement, Thelma had to one-up her or dismiss it, and our parents never said a word. If I called Thelma out, they'd tell me, "Oh, you're just being too sensitive. She's trying to help." But Libby never took the bait. She just smiled, never stooping to Thelma's level. That drove Thelma crazy. Then came the job offer that changed everything. 6 months ago, Libby got an amazing offer, a senior leadership role at Thelma's company. Different department, but a high-paying, high-responsibility position overseeing financial technology integration across multiple divisions. It was her dream job. The night we announced the news at a family dinner, our parents were thrilled. They gushed about how amazing it would be for their daughters to work at the same prestigious company. Thelma? She just sat there, stabbing her food like it had personally offended her. Finally, she muttered, "Hiring standards must be changing." That should have been my first warning. Libby started the job and was crushing it. She came home excited every day, telling me about the outdated systems she was fixing and how much her team loved her. Then, 2 weeks in, everything fell apart. She was suddenly called into HR and fired on the spot, accused of lying on her resume. She had never lied a day in her life. But Thelma? She had fabricated an entire case against Libby, and she didn't even deny it when I confronted her. People like her don't belong in a company like ours. I was protecting our company from unqualified diversity hires. She destroyed my wife's career and was proud of it. A few months later, Thelma gets caught committing fraud at work. She had been stealing money and faking reports for years. She loses her job, house, and savings. Now she's begging me for help. Parents pressure me to help Thelma, claiming family comes first. I refuse, and then Thelma goes nuclear, spreading lies about Libby to our extended family. She paints herself as the victim, claims Libby married me to steal her job. Some relatives believe her, but then Amy, our younger sister, exposes the truth. Thelma did the same thing to her 5 years ago, sabotaging her career out of jealousy. Amy reveals text messages and fake emails Thelma created. Thelma snaps. She storms into Amy's apartment, screaming and banging on the door at night. Amy calls the police. Then, a shocking revelation. Libby's former assistant manager contacts her. The real reason Thelma sabotaged Libby? Libby's new job gave her access to company finances, and Thelma had been embezzling millions. She faked clients, created shell companies, and stole $2.5 million over 6 years. Even worse, our parents were involved. They helped her hide the stolen money, and when confronted, they said, "Family comes first. You should have protected her, not destroyed her." But karma wasn't done with Thelma yet. She tried to flee the country. She was arrested at the border. She took a plea deal, 2 years in prison, plus 3 years supervised release. Our parents lost everything, their business, their friends, their reputation, but they still blame me and Libby for betraying family. Libby got her dream job back with a promotion and full back pay. Amy finally got justice and started therapy. And me? I cut off Thelma and my parents for good, because in the end, I realized something important. Family isn't about blood. It's about the people who stand by you, and I was done standing by those who didn't deserve. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more shocking real-life stories happening around you.